More afternoon, everybody. So I've been meaning to get on the video or to make a video for a minute now. Sorry about the cat. I've been meaning to make a video for a while now. And then of course the cat got in the way. I was gonna have her sit on my lap, but her claws are out. So anyways, so just a few things. I think I did a video almost 2-3 days ago, so it's not too terrible. The rest of my Sunday was pretty good. I hung out with a friend, and then go play. Hung out with a friend. We went down to our deer sanctuary, and that was fun. Then Monday, I worked. It was just another typical day at work. Nothing super special or anything like that. And then yesterday, we had to go down to St. Paul and do some like DNA testing for my daughter, but I found out that the appointment was literally just a consulting appointment. So we drove an hour and a half for basically nothing. Super not okay with that. Then, while we were there, they also wanted to do an x-ray for Eva to see if maybe she has scoliosis. And I'm just like thinking to myself, so we have to go back down there at some point to figure that shit out. I'm not happy about that. Anyways, so I worked until about 11. And so this video is strictly about something Anthony said to me, and it's really getting to me. Because I think it's a load of crock. So Monday I ended up having to say, well, I voluntarily stayed until like 7-8 o'clock on Monday due to the sole fact that Anthony had to close, but he also had to do inventory. Put in his schedule, and he had to put in the inventory in the system, and then he had to call the truck company and put the truck in for the order. And so I stayed, voluntarily stayed, and so I was a little ticked off about that. Because I had been there since like 9:30 that morning, and I didn't get off of work until 8 p.m. knowingly that Tuesday was Eva's first day of school. And yes, Anthony managed to get Eva to the bus and everything on time, but Mr. Larry, the bus driver, was there early, and he was there early again today at 7 o'clock, which is fine. Just so you know, I just woke up from like a nap, so I'm not exactly fully here at the moment. Anyway, so that set me off. Super duper set me off, and he never takes me seriously with this shit, ever. And then last night, and then also yesterday, he was kind of in a crabby mood and anxious due to the fact that like we didn't get to take a nap, and we basically had to pick up our daughter at noon and then drive down to St. Paul. And let me tell you, I don't drive, not because like I can't or anything like that, it's just I haven't learned yet. But driving down into the cities is terrible. I hate it, and I never ever want to ever do it again. It was so anxious. Our car, a few months back, it got into an accident, And so like the front end is taped on, right? And so, excuse me. And so I was just really scared that the front end of our car was gonna fall off. And I was like, anyways, so I get home, and throughout the day, this is what I need you guys to understand. Throughout the day, so I had brought a leftover cheese pizza home Monday night because I had accidentally made a duplicate order and didn't realize that I did it. So I brought a cheese pizza home that I had already kind of gotten into, and it had like 4 pieces left, I believe, or so. Anyway, so throughout the day, I ate those 4 pieces of pizza, right? Not all at once, just kind of like throughout the day. And we left the house sometime between 12 and 12:30, and we ended up getting down into St. Paul about 2 o'clock. So we were pretty good. And the fact that the clinic and the parking ramps were basically all next to each other, it was perfect. So we made everything where we needed to, and everything was all good. Anyways, so I worked until about 10:30, had to do some extra things, and then I come home, get myself all comfy and cozy for bed, knowing I have to get up in the morning with Eva, and this and that and everything else, right? And, excuse me again, tired. I'm hungry. Again, we've made pit stops as well at the, for like our little car ride and things like that. And I got iced coffee. I was planning on getting something at Casey's, but Anthony was just like, let's go. And then when we went to Holiday, he was like, do you want something? And I was like, no, I'll just eat at work, right? And I ended up eating like the last 2 pieces of pizza before I went in. And then I didn't eat at all at work because it was a steady night, you know, like super steady night. And the fact that we got everything done by 10:30 was pretty amazing because I had a lot of dough to throw away. I'm not gonna lie. Anyways, so I was hungry, and usually late at night I think about breakfast food. I love breakfast food. It's like a thing for me, right? And so Anthony had like some French toast sticks in there, and then there were like frozen pancakes in our freezer, right? So I was like, I'm hungry. And of course he makes a stupid ass comment like, oh, I shouldn't say it. And I was like, what? And he goes, you're always hungry. And I'm just like, okay. Like, so backstory, just a little bit. When we moved to Hutch, I was on a journey, you know, and I tried to keep up with the journey. It didn't go so well. Let's just say I've gained some weight, and not a little, quite a bit. And anyways, so I you know, I haven't exactly been like, I eat right. I at least try. I buy fruits and veggies to eat, you know, and I at least try to eat right. I do. It's definitely hard. I'm not gonna sit here and be all like, oh, I love it. I love vegetables and I love fruit, but sometimes I'm in the mood to eat something that's not vegetables and fruit. But anyways, then he goes on with the whole conversation saying like, well, I just want you to be happy. Okay, first and foremost, I've never been happy with how I look, no matter what size I've been. And when I was on my journey, it was an extreme journey. Like, it was to the point where I was starving myself. It was to the point where I felt like I was gonna pass out. It was to the point that even though I was like 170 pounds, I felt amazing about myself and I looked sexy, but I wasn't eating. And he hates it when I'm like, when I'm on those extreme diets, because that's what ends up happening with me, is that I take it to an extreme and then I go from one extreme to another extreme, which is not eating to binge eating, which is something that I need to learn how to control and take care of. Anyways, so he's like, I just want you to be happy. I'm like, more or less, you just think I'm ugly and don't, I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. It definitely has put some trauma in my head. It definitely has put some bad thoughts in my head. It's definitely made me feel ways that I'm not okay with, you know? And yeah, I'm a little angry, a little upset, a little frustrated, kind of like all of the above, you know? And I'm just like, you know. So then my snarky comeback is, well, you know, I'd like to come home to a clean house and somebody that actually helps taking care of the kids or does the yard work and other things like that, you know. And then he's like, don't stay with me. And I'm just like, whatever. So I'm not a very happy person at the moment. I'm very like, you know, so that's why I was like, I need to make a video, because videos are supposed to be like my journals. And yeah, so this is me making a video. I know that only like maybe 5% are gonna get into like a minute 2 seconds, or a minute to 2 minutes in this video. For some reason, if you post super long videos, people don't really care. And you know what? If you watch the video all the way through, great. If you don't, you know, I'm not trying to be like the next YouTube star and get one of those gold platter things or anything like that. I'm using this as an outlet for myself to feel better. Even though obviously social media and technology isn't something that you should be doing. You should write things down in a journal. You should go outside when it's beautiful out. You should, you know, read, whatever it is that, draw, paint, whatever it is that you like to do, it just not do social media, you know. But here's my issue. I have to talk everything out. Like, I have to physically talk as if I'm talking to somebody. I don't know if it's because of my learning disability. I don't know if it's because of who I am as a person. I don't know, but writing things down doesn't really help me. Drawing, I love to draw. It's just I have to force myself to do it. I really, really do, because my depression is so bad. And lately, my stress has been very high that I am just, you know. And then today, I'm feeling depressed, and sorry, the allergies, or the pollen, is just really bad today. It's because it's fall, so everything's just like, anyways, so today I'm depressed. Yesterday I was anxious and stressed, and I just need to use my brain as a muscle and teach it to do better with coping skills and things like that. And I have to try to write things down in a journal, and I have to try to, when I feel a certain way, to go and draw to get myself out of that phase or situation or whatever, you know, just to tell myself to relax and calm down and all of that, you know, instead of just sitting here and being like, you know. So, but I just need to get that out. And yeah, I hope everybody has a great Wednesday. And I hope to talk to everybody soon. And yeah, Have a great day.